On the path of spirituality, it is crucial to understand a fundamental truth that is only applicable within this physical universe. In the beginning, a supreme being or group of beings set forth the command or law, in this universe: survive. It was not specified how to survive or for how long, but the command was clear: survival is paramount. It surpasses love, morality, and ideals. This law is ingrained within the boundaries of this immediate universe, and one must prioritize survival above all else. You may be skeptical about this, but take a moment to look around you. You will find that life is so undervalued that encountering death has become casual in our world. Nature does not pity anyone, and the laws set within this universal game do not care for anyone. These laws are designed in such a way that all physical forms or manifestations ultimately return to their basic property, which is nothing but strings of vibrating energies in a state called chaos. Everything is essentially the same. Consider this example for simplicity. Everything is made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons. The human body is also composed of these same atoms, as science has discovered. At birth, these electrons, protons, and neutrons, in certain numbers, orientations, frequencies, and vibrations, come together to create a vessel for the beyond physical being that anchors itself within this universe. Now, the being is born, assigned to a human body formed from these basic energy strings that constantly vibrate and follow a set of laws that support survival. But what happens if the being fails to survive and succumbs to death? In that case, the body that was manifested due to the being's presence, manufactured or assigned through the process we know as reproduction, will disintegrate and return to its state prior to birth. All the atoms will assume their basic state, which we perceive as empty space or the absence of any matter or manifestation of life. The being moves on and finds another vessel or is assigned another vessel, and the quest for survival continues. This way, the game of life can continue indefinitely. In life, the only guarantee you have for survival is abundance. The message I want to convey is that all your suffering, feelings of confinement, hatred towards slavery, or inner yearning for solitude stem from a lack of abundance, making survival increasingly challenging for you. There is nothing wrong with you. Due to this game of survival, you have forgotten that you are in a game and that you are also an eternal spiritual being. Become aware of this fact while playing the game. To break free from slavery, to live a life filled with abundance, peace, and freedom from war or jealousy, one must not seclude oneself on the quest for spirituality. You are the chosen one. The inner eye within you, which is aware of the fact that you are much more powerful than this universe, never closes or turns off on you. Keep this in mind. To balance survival with spirituality, you must actively participate in the game. You must engage with society, plant seeds of wisdom everywhere, and transform this society into a place where the wisdom of spiritual beings thrives. This is a long journey spanning many lifetimes. We are all aware that we keep repeating the cycle of death and rebirth, returning to this planet called Earth while forgetting our past lives. Let's not dwell on the reasons why. As a being on the path of enlightenment and spiritual awareness, you must carry on your legacy. Play the game of life with enthusiasm. Have children and nurture them to carry your mission of transforming society. When you return in the future, you need this place to be abundant and conducive to your survival. Currently, spiritually aware beings are in the minority, numbering only in the millions, while billions of souls have forgotten who they are and what they are doing. Some are hardwired to do evil things, engage in war, hoard resources, or exhibit brutal behavior without caring for others. They instigate religious wars and preach their propaganda, while lacking true understanding of spirituality. These are beings who suffer from an overwhelming paranoia that every other being is their enemy who must be controlled or destroyed. Some are even destroying our planet, our home. As a chosen being, you must seize control. Do not allow these individuals to hold power over you. Reformation takes time for such beings. By not engaging with them, you narrow your own path to oblivion and succumbing to the game of survival. Why should you suffer? Why be lonely? Why fear? Why seclude yourself? You are a torchbearer, carrying the light of wisdom and spirituality. Not engaging in the game of life is not an option unless you reach a higher state where you transcend this universe and go somewhere else where the law of survival is ineffective. If you cannot do that, you must aid in your own survival. Formulate a well-thought-out plan. Find your passion that will make you earn and stop struggling with your desires or demons. You are brave and powerful. Build a family and support them. Pass your wisdom on to the next generation. We lack spiritually aware beings here on Earth. After fulfilling your duty, you can return to seclusion and strive to reach a higher state, if possible. Before you embrace your own physical death. This is the true balance you must find. In doing so, you will not only be able to align with your desires but also stay focused on the path of spirituality after fulfilling your initial responsibilities. Finding this balance is essential. Survival is not an option unless you transcend your current reality and choose to incarnate in another universe. There are billions of beings on planet Earth who must be guided through us, our next generation of spiritual beings. Billions of souls are waiting to be recycled and re-enlightened. If you seclude yourself, you are only destroying your own safe path to liberated spirituality. Wake up and march forth. Remember, you are not alone. There are others like you who understand the truth and walk the path of spirituality. Seek their company and support one another. Together, you can create a ripple effect of transformation and bring about a society where wisdom and spiritual awareness flourish. Where slavery will no longer exist and survival will become easy. Remember, no tree charges money for food. It is our own people who has created this mindless system and has made our survival rather hard not only for us but other beings as well. No matter in which form they exist. By actively participating in the game of life and influencing the world around you, you contribute to the collective awakening of humanity. This is your purpose as a spiritual being. Embrace it with courage and determination. Trust in the power within you, for you possess the innate ability to shape your reality and the world at large. In conclusion, survival is a fundamental aspect of the universe's command. It is essential to understand and prioritize survival while treading the path of spirituality. However, this does not mean secluding oneself from the world. Rather, it requires active engagement with society, planting seeds of wisdom, and transforming the collective consciousness. By striking a balance between survival and spirituality, you can fulfill your duties, pass on your wisdom, and create a world where abundance and spiritual awareness thrive. Remember, you are a chosen being, and your journey is significant. Embrace the game of life and contribute to the spiritual evolution of humanity.